everybody, now welcome to this channel where we give now ogbonge update on wetin dey happen for Biafran territory. As prime side the topic, the terrorists brutalized Biafra in the first video. In the second picture is the Biafran Defense Force responding with the consequences in the pictures. The terrorists Dećìmated and many others escaped with degrees of injury. There will be no peace for terrorists in Biafra land. That's what prime side drop update on the Biafran Defense Force, the squad for Anambra Command, and I want to make now listen to the Prime Minister on the latest development will happen for the town hall meeting for America.
Thank you very much, North and South American rep. Thank you very much, Biafrans in the United States, cabinet members that are here, the liaison representatives from Europe, Asia, Africa. I welcome every one of you to this town hall meeting to brief Biafrans in the United States, our every 2 weeks achievement and update. Because of the phase we are into in the liberation of Biafra, it is very imperative that those of you in the United States working day and night to see the progress of this government be briefed. So you know that the movement you are part of, the progress we are making, and the plan we have for the next 2 weeks. The last time I had this town hall meeting with you, I made it very clear that as a result of the propaganda from the Nigeria state and the difficulties we are facing, especially in disseminating information and, of course, creating awareness to our people back home, that I promised that the Biafra satellite TV, before coming back today, will be live in Biafra land. I also promised that before this today, we are going to have the Voice of Biafra satellite radio. And today I have come to inform all of you in the United States that the Biafra, Voice of Biafra satellite TV is live in Biafra land.
Good luck.
Not only that, I've also come to inform all of you that the Voice of Biafra satellite radio, 97.5 FM, is also live in Biafra land.
Before this today,
please, somebody is
going to have the Voice of Biafra satellite radio.
My voice. Can somebody mute, please? So,
please mute, Doctor.
yeah. So our next agenda is to see that these satellite radio transmitters are scattered across Biafra land, and you know, I promise that it is going to be we're going to focus more on the coastal state at this point, but because we have you know, previously used some transmitters in the hinterland, and so I wanted the IT technical department to focus on you know, bringing those transmitters back to life, and then the new transmitters will now channel to the coastal state before we, from there, you know, push to the hinterland. So today, the Voice of Biafra satellite radio is live in Ebonyi State, and gradually the other broadcasting transmitters will be refurbished, and they will be live in a few days' time. Then we will start installation of new transmitters in other states until we cover the 40 states of Biafra. And this idea of 40 states of Biafra, all of you remember that last 2 years, we started this radio project, and then we were not on satellite. So there was a big difference between then and now. And the reason why we put the radio, Voice of Biafra radio on hold after the launching 2 years ago was because we believed that we needed to do more of action work, and then the radio and the TV will come in later days, and that later days is now. So we've been able to finish the structure of the government, both the security, the Liberation Army, the Biafra resistance fighters, and as the activities of this Biafra Defense Force are going on in Biafra land, we need to keep our people aware of the activities of those defending them. So it is very important that we have this radio station and the TV station as well, which is covering the entire sub-Saharan Africa. So if you are, in any part of the sub-Saharan Africa, you will have access to watch the Voice of Biafra satellite TV, which is on 247. As I'm talking to you, the TV is live. So this is one of the updates I am bringing to the United States, to Biafrans in the United States this evening, and we still have a lot of work to do. Also, this is very necessary because of our ongoing self-referendum. Everybody, you could remember that we have embarked on this self-referendum, which is online voting. We need as many votes as possible. And I want everybody to understand that this is a collective task that we must do. So those of you can individually sponsor many, private individuals to help in voting. It is very, very important. And like I have always said, we don't care how these votes are coming in, because we are going to defend it at the end of the day. And in case anybody is concerned about the pattern and the way this vote is being carried out, then we'll be talking about how to conduct, a more, however they want it, referendum. But for now, it is in our power to decide as a government how this referendum is being conducted. It is in our power to decide, and whoever that is not happy with the way we are conducting the referendum will also do us good to bring in the United Nations, and they will conduct it by themselves to their own satisfaction. But for us, we are very, very okay with the system and the pattern of this voting so far, and we are very, very happy with the results so far. So the first stage of the voting is going to end in May. When the first stage of the voting ends, we will now look at our progress, where we feel we need to do some amendment, and we are going to go to the second stage of voting. And I want everybody to understand that because of the disenfranchisement in the voting, because we are using electronic means, the outcome or the turnout of the voting may not be what we expect. So, but what we are looking at is to get the highest percentage from the 4 million people that voted during the last presidential election. That's our target. We are not targeting to get 20 million or 70 million or 80 million, because it is not going to be possible because of the disenfranchisement in this voting, the government threat, the fear factor, the conspiracy theory that the criminals and the enemies of our freedom are putting out there, which we believe that the coming of the satellite radio will go a very long way in putting capability where capability is, especially in those rural areas where they have used lies and propaganda to deceive certain individuals. So we need those individuals to also cast their vote. But as soon as we finish this first stage, the second stage of voting will probably be different from what we have in the first stage. Now we are learning to know where we are going to make some amendments. So those of you in the US, you can take it upon yourself to make contact to those back home and help in buying data for them, for example, so they can help in, you can give each person you know a task to get you 1,000 votes, for example, and provide data for them. The rules have not changed, but because there is problem with the data, there is problem with the internet, and this is the first time we are doing such thing, knowing fully well that the internet is not accessible in Biafra land, not even in Nigeria. So it is already used, because we are using the electronic means, is already a disenfranchisement on its own. But we have to do what we got to do to support those who will have the opportunity and the means to use their mobile phone to help others to vote. So it is a task I am giving to every one of you, and also it is a responsibility that every one of us must take. Why the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland are providing some gadget to selected electoral officials in each state, it is not enough. So we need to individually, on our own, help the government in making sure that the dream of having as many votes as possible before October, November is achieved.
Yes, now welcome back from the update. Now, one thing we had always put emphasis on are the voting on this for our self-referendum. If you go my page, I always post the barcode for there. Whenever you need to vote and you won't vote for person, just scan that barcode. It will carry you go to the voting website. For that voting website, then you input your data. And when you don't vote for people, waiting will just do the same. You will just go for that place, put incognito. If you vote for another person again, you need to go that place, put incognito for, you go see 3 dots where by the right hand side of your phone for your browser, which you go just click and look down, you go see one place, the right incognito, you go click that incognito, register another email, another Gmail, use that Gmail, vote for that person, register with the person's phone number, open Gmail, vote for that person. Now, so our votes go count. And as not only waiting Prime Minister talk, we need more votes as much as possible. For this matter, me, I will rest my case now. Thank you.